This is Jason Mewes.
Sup?
Let's just start right off the bat. What is it like working with Kevin Smith?
It's a blast, man. He's just a genius, and I'm so blessed that he gave me that part 20-some years ago, and we're still making movies, and Mallrats 2 coming at you.
So, there's been a lot of controversy with your movies with Kevin with ratings. Do you have anything to say about that?
It's a load of shit, really. They try to, I think the last one he put out, there was a cartoon penis, and they tried to give it this ridiculous rating that it didn't deserve for one cartoon penis. I just think it's bullshit that he has to keep going and appealing these ratings. I mean, I think that happened with Clerks and possibly Mallrats. I don't know. I feel like it happens with every movie he puts out, but I think it's only been 4, really, though, so don't listen to me.
Well, I know what happened with Zack and Miri Make a Porno, also.
It did. That might have been the other one. Yeah, I mean, I get from the title why but it was bullshit. Total bullshit. And he won, which will happen again this time, so not to worry.
So, Kevin Smith, a lot of people think that he's no longer making movies. What do you have to say to that?
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Right now, he's working on a script, which will be a third in his True North trilogy, Moose Jaws. It's just Jaws with a moose, so look for that. And like I said before, Mallrats 2 probably will be the next one on the docket because they're closing down the mall we want to shoot in, so we got to get that done. He's still out there, people. We're still here.
So he's not just hanging out in his pajamas.
Oh, no, that man does everything. He writes for comics, and he makes movies, and he sells scripts, and everything. He's still here. He doesn't just walk around in his pajamas all day, like me.
Do you have any closing remarks or anything you want to say to Kevin or just people about Kevin?
Kevin's a great dude. He's really underrated. He's done a lot for me. As everybody knows, I'm sure, I had a little bit of a drug problem.
So how long have you been clean?
It'll be 6 years in June, so that's huge. I owe it all to Kevin, really. I mean, he took me in, he gave me a place to live, and then he had to kick me out because I stole his debit card. But we've obviously moved past that, and that's why we actually started our podcast that we do, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. It's a weekly thing, and it kind of started as like an intervention for me, so that I could, talk about why I wanted to use and the problems and everything like that. And here we are. It's going to be 6 years we've been doing that this summer, and it's a lot of fun. It's something we get to do, but it also kind of keeps me in my head and out of trouble. And I'm extremely blessed to have Kevin as a friend. I owe it all to you, buddy. Moose Jaws, Mallrats 2, coming soon.
Thank you for sitting with us.
Anytime.
So we're here with Silent Bob, and we're going to talk a little bit about what he's been up to. So, Silent Bob, are you excited for Clerks 3? We hear that's on the docket. All right. So, what about your love life? Any romantic interests? Interesting. Is there anything you'd like to say to Kevin Smith, the man that kind of gave you life?
All right, Harley Quinn Smith.
Hello.
What is it like being the daughter of Kevin Smith?
It's interesting. Never a dull moment, I have to say. He's pretty cool. We're very close, so like that's nice. I feel like not all girls have a really close relationship with their dad like I do. For instance, I was almost kidnapped outside of a Starbucks. I was standing there waiting for my Uber driver, and this car pulled up, and they tried to say they were my Uber driver, and I was like, who are you here to pick up? And they were like, wouldn't say name, and they didn't even have the app, and I was like, yeah, no. And so then when I told my dad everything that happened, he actually got me a cake that says, sorry, men suck. And, yeah, so like just an example of like what it's like with him on a daily basis, and it's pretty cool, and I love him.
To go off on the things that your dad has done that are pretty cool, he recently got you a pretty awesome present, right?
Yes. Okay, so he, obviously my namesake, Harley Quinn, is from the Suicide Squad character, Harley Quinn. And he actually got me a bat that says goodnight, which is like the original bat that Harley Quinn used, and I might have cried for like 2 hours when he got me that. I was really excited, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
You also said in an interview that you would like to play Harley Quinn one day.
I would. That surprised my dad. I don't think he thought I would like want to play into the character, even though that's like why my name was picked. But I love it, and I love her, and I can't imagine why I would not want to play Harley Quinn. So anybody making a movie, I'm here.
Speaking of movies, you were recently in your dad's two latest movies, Tusk and Yoga Hosers.
Yeah, Yoga Hosers is definitely the more kid-friendly one. Tusk is a little bit darker. I don't know if anybody has seen, how much anybody watching this has seen of it, but yeah, they're really out there and different, which is kind of my dad anyway, so really makes a lot of sense. But he's actually doing a third one, which will be Moose Jaws, so we'll see if I have a part in that one too.
How was it working with your dad?
It was fun. I didn't know if it was going to affect our relationship at all, because, you know, we get along really well and, like, we're really close and everything, but, like, being together that much, like, I mean, everybody's dream is not to be around their parents that much. But he's just a really cool dad, and it was really fun to work with. It ended up being, like, a really great experience, and we had a lot of fun making movies, so I hope everybody enjoys them.
So your dad recently posted a really cute picture of you from your first homecoming dance.
Yeah.
And some of the fans of his were not so nice.
No, they were really hating on my boyfriend Corey, saying that like he wasn't good enough for me and like all this kind of stuff. And my dad did this really awesome thing in his fashion, and just add that to the huge list of awesome things that he does. And he actually wrote this post about how they should stop bashing him because he's a really good guy, and he's a fan of him, and that, you know, we have been dating for 3 years now, so it's not like he's new. Like, my dad knows him really well, and he says that in his post, and he says that, you know, if he thinks that he's good enough for me, then, like, you guys should just chill and let it go, and it's fine. So that was really cool. But yeah, like we were all kind of really surprised at all the hate, but like, he's nice, I promise. All good. Be nice. But yeah, so that, you know, so it was awesome that my dad did that, because I know that it kind of sucks being on the end of all the hate. So hashtag walrus, yes.
So we're sitting here with the great Kevin Smith, famous cult actor, director, and writer. So, let's start with your early stuff. What was it like making Clerks and all those first movies? How did you get started?
Clerks was awesome. It was in my hometown at the convenience store that I actually worked at, which was really cool. Yeah, it was just a trip, the whole thing. I mean, all my friends were in it. Jay was in it. It was great. I remember my favorite part was we needed smoke for the fire extinguisher scene with Dante, and we didn't know what to use. We were too fucking cheap. We didn't know. So we're all just sitting there under the camera, smoking cigarettes, just blowing smoke in front of the camera. It was awesome.
You had to get creative?
Yeah, I had to get real creative.
Nice.
Looking back, I probably would use weed, but at the time, cigarettes worked.
So you didn't smoke weed back on Clerks?
No, I didn't start smoking weed until I met Seth Rogen and we were doing Zack and Miri Make a Porno. And then I haven't smoked cigarettes since.
And you still friends with Seth?
Yeah, he's a bud. But I totally thought I ended his career with that movie. I almost stopped making movies with big names after that because that movie got such bad reviews. And I sat there thinking, this is the end of Seth's career. I fucked it up. Why would you let me do that? But he seems all right with it. We're still buds. Whatever.
He's doing pretty well, so I would say you dodged a bullet. So you also won a Best Screenplay for Chasing Amy, right?
Yeah, I did. That was actually the same night I went on the first date with my wife, 18 years ago. Yeah, Chasing Amy was awesome. It did better than we thought it was going to do. Ben Affleck was in that. He's a really good friend of mine. And like I said, my wife, that was our first date. And after we got married, we actually bought our house that we live in now from Ben Affleck.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So you guys still keep in touch, I take it? Still friends? Yeah.
He's
Good.
one of my best friends.
That's nice. So you guys have been together a while. How's it going? How you keep it going?
Great. We still get down and dirty all the time. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. She gave me my daughter, Harley Quinn.
You guys seem to be close.
My kid is awesome. I mean, she's just the coolest kid. She actually surprised me, though. She did an interview. She said that she wanted to play Harley Quinn, and I had no idea she was that into it. All right, like, obviously, I'm into it. I named you Harley Quinn, but no, my kid's awesome. You've probably seen all the pictures I posted of her. She's the greatest thing I've ever done. Regardless of all the movies, that kid is my everything.
Yeah, you guys seem to have a really great relationship. Seems like she's got a good role model. Most days?
Most days. Depends.
So, what have you got coming up? Anything new and exciting?
Well, we're working on the True North trilogy. We came out with Tusks, which was with Justin Long. And then, actually right now, we're actually fighting for the rating of Yoga Hosers, which Harley Quinn and Lily Rose, Johnny Depp's daughter, is in. And I'm telling you, we fight with the rating boards, it seems, almost every other movie we do.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a couple of them now.
Yeah, it was Clerks for the language.
Porno was one.
Make a Porno, which, I mean, I guess, you know, that makes sense, but Yoga Hosers was supposed to be for kids. Like, my daughter is one of the leads. But, yeah, no, there's a fucking drawn-on dick on a book, and everyone's going crazy, so you guys go fight that shit. We'll see.
You seem to make out pretty well, so wouldn't be too worried. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
I'm still doing stuff. I'm not just sitting around in my pajamas all day.
All right, well, thank you.